All right. Oh shit. Um. Do. Okay, so that Tammuz stuff, right? With the women. It was kind of ambiguous because it was like I went to it and it said that there was a holiday where they mourn, and maybe it's ambiguous on purpose because it's like maybe these women are pretending to be Jews, but they worship foreign gods, right? Um, the same as with the men, right? They're not openly saying it, but they will do a bow. They'll do the gesture, but they'll pretend to be Jews, right? So I don't know, that's what I'm seeing in that, right? But again, like this, now the glory of God of Israel went up from above the cherubim where it had been, and moved to the threshold of the temple, right? And so, in other words, the glory of God is not on earth when unrighteousness is abound. Right? It's only when righteousness is abound that the glory of God comes down, right? And so I would say this is echoing the book of Enoch. God long suffers the unrighteous. That's what seems to be happening here, right? Because the glory of God, right? The glory of God is not on earth. But the glory of God comes to earth when justice happens, right? La 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 la. And again, that's my See, like I don't know. One of my ways that I'm interpreting a lot of this text is I'm interpreting a lot of the poetry to be talking about psychology. Um, I mean, I think Moses at one point says that he's like, "Hey, learn human behavior, right?" And like a wicked and evil would refer to what we would call toxic people, right? Men and women of malice, narcissists, greedy people, right? Um, People who want to dominate and control, right? A lot of those about. But everybody puts on a mask, right? And I think that's how I'm interpreting a lot of this text. Um, because it's like he's Ezekiel's able to like as the lines say, go into the darkness, and the darkness sees him not, right? um, but you see, that's another thing, right? Another thing about that text, that text, yeah, that we read is it's like the glory of like he's this Ezekiel guy. He's praising righteousness, right? And I read righteousness not as an attitude like we would today. When we say righteousness, we kind of mean self-righteousness. I think he just means action, right? Like action, go, right? The good guys go beat the bad guys. um, right, but that's the thing. Like in the text, at one point in time, he's like, "Oh, I have to say this horrible message to the Jews, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh my God, it's so terrible." Like he's pretending, right? Because this is a righteous man, right? He's a righteous man. He wants to watch. Um, just like God's like coming down to sit down and watch, right? So there's this, righteousness. Um, Anyways, let's continue. I looked and I saw the likeness of a throne of lapis lazuli above the vault that was over the heads of the cherubim. The Lord said to the man clothed in linen, "Go in among the wheels beneath the cherubim. Fill your hands with burning coals from among the cherubim and scatter them over the city." And as I watched, he went in. Now the cherubim were standing on the south side of the temple when the man went in, and a cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord rose from above the cherubim and moved through the threshold of the temple. The cloud filled the temple, and the court was full of radiance of the glory of the Lord. The sound of the wings of the cherubim could be heard as far away as the outer court, like the voice of God Almighty when he speaks. When the Lord commanded the man in linen, "Take fire from among the wheels, from among the cherubim," the man went in and stood beside a wheel. Then one of the cherubim reached out his hand to the fire that was among them. He took up some of it and put it into the hands of the man in linen, who took it and went out. Parentheses. Under the wings of the cherubim could be seen what looked like human hands. Parentheses. I looked and I saw beside the cherubim 4 wheels, one beside each of the cherubim. The wheels sparkled like topaz. As for their appearance, the 4 of them looked alike. Each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel. As they moved, they would go in any one of the 4 directions the cherubim faced. The wheels did not turn about as the cherubim went. The cherubim went in whatever direction the head faced, without turning as they went. Their entire bodies, including their backs, their hands, and their wings, were completely full of eyes, as were their 4 wheels. I heard the wheels being called the whirling wheels. Each of the cherubim had 4 faces. One face was that of a cherub, the second face of a human being, the third face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. Then the cherubim rose upward. These were the living creatures I had seen by the Kabar River. When the cherubim moved, the wheels beside them moved. And when the cherubim spread their wings to rise from the ground, the wheels did not leave their side. When the cherubim stood still, they also stood still. And when the cherubim rose, they rose with them, because the spirit of living creatures was in them. Then the glory of the Lord departed from over the threshold of the temple and stopped above the cherubim, while I watched the cherubim spread their wings and rose from the ground. And as they went, the wheels went with them. They stopped at the entrance of the east gate of the Lord's house, and the glory of the God of Israel was above them. These were the living creatures I had seen beneath the God of Israel by the Kabar River. And I realized they were cherubim. Each had 4 faces and 4 wings, and under their wings was what looked like human hands. Their faces was the same appearance as those I had seen by the Kabar River. Each one went straight ahead. All right. Doop doop doo doop doop a doo. Doop doop doo doop doop a doo. Doop doop doo doop doop a doo. Doop doop doo doop doop doo doo. Doop doop doo doop doop doo doo. Doop doop doo doop doop doo doo. Doop doop doo doop doo doo. Okay, one thing I want to point out is this line right here, right? The cloud filled the temple, and the court was full of the radiance of the glory of the Lord, right? And so there's this cloud. Shit. The cloud filled the temple, right? So you're standing there, and there's a cloud all around, right? I mean, this is his text right here, right? His text is cloudy, right? It's like, what the hell is this idiot talking about, right? Um, there's this mystery to God, right? And I think that I would argue that's where the intimacy comes from, because it's about each person's relationship, right? His job is to stand someone on their feet, right? Um, yeah, no, I think that's but anyways, and maybe I'm reading too much into this line. But there's a cloud there, and if you're standing there, you're not going to be able to see, because and in order to you'd have to walk through the cloud, and then if you get close enough to someone, you'd be able to see them, and so this is a more intimate experience, I guess. Uh, mm, mm. Okay. Now, as far as this wheels thing is concerned, I think the wheel refers to the human will. Um, I think I mean, these people have a respect for work, right? But you go down here, right? When the cherubim stood still, they also stood still. So he's praising rest. Sometimes the will has to rest. But I mean, the will is a powerful thing, right? But sometimes our wills are just not free. But this is kind of the description of a free will, where their faces. So what are the faces, right? And I'm pretty sure that wheels are will, right? Faces. I mean, you could say desire. Are you gonna lay down?
No, I'm listening to you.
Oh, faces. Maybe you could say are desire. Um,
Really don't. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Let's see here. Fuck. So yeah, no, face would maybe be desire, and I mean, there's this line in the Book of Enoch. It's my spirit compels me, basically, and you can kind of feel that throughout the day. Sometimes your spirit compels you to rest. Sometimes your spirit compels you for friendship and companionship. Sometimes it compels you to want to go out there and do something. I think that's what's going on here. This is a discussion of freedom, right? These are free beings, right? These are not beings that are being manipulated or controlled, right? Um, and then you have these four faces again, but the ox is being left out, right? And instead of an ox, we have a cherub, right? And
I'm gonna go to sleep.
okay, yeah, no, I'll move. Oh.
Okay, shit.
Yeah, but that's kind of how Ezekiel has been acting, right? And Ezekiel's been acting like a dumbass, right? Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it.
My beer is sitting in there.
Okay,
Don't drink it.
okay, I still got two more. La 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 la.
I need to go to sleep for a minute. Yeah, sleep for a little bit.
Okay. All right. You know, I was just listening to different stuff online this morning, and I learned that the priests of Zoroaster would they would get drunk, and then they would like read their holy texts or do religious shit. Oh man. All right. You know what? I think that's it here. Let's see here. Oh, I mean, I can be wrong. What do you guys think? Doop doop doo. Let's see here. Then the Spirit lifted me up and brought me to the gate of the house of the Lord that faces east. There at the entrance of the gate were 25 men, and I saw among them Jaazaniah, son of Azur, and Pelatiah, son of Benaiah, leaders of the people. The Lord said to me, Son of man, these are the men who are plotting evil and giving wicked advice in this city. They say, haven't our houses been recently rebuilt? This city is a pot, and we are the meat in it. Therefore prophesy against them. Prophecy, son of man. What does that mean? This city is a pot, and we are the meat in it. Then the Spirit of the Lord came on me, and he told me to say, This is what the Lord says. That is what you are saying, you leaders in Israel. But I know what is going through your mind. You have killed many people in the city and filled its streets with the dead. Therefore this is what the Sovereign Lord says. The bodies you have thrown there are the meat, and this city is the pot. But I will drive you out of it. You fear the sword, and the sword is what I will bring against you, declares the Sovereign Lord. I will drive you out of the city and deliver you into the hands of foreigners and inflict punishment on you. You will fall by the sword, and I'll execute judgment on you at the borders of Israel. Then you will know that I am the Lord. This city will not be a pot for you, nor will you be the meat in it. I will execute judgment on you at the borders of Israel, and you will know that I am the Lord. For you have not followed my decrees or kept my laws, but have conformed to the standards of the nations around you. Right, and who are the nations around them? The Phoenicians, right? This is a total condemnation of the Phoenician ways. Now, as I was prophesying, Pelatiah, son of Benaiah, died. Then I fell face down and cried out in a loud voice, Aloud, Sovereign Lord, will you completely destroy the remnant of Israel? The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, the people of Jerusalem have said of your fellow exiles and all the other Israelites, they are far away from the Lord. This land was given to us as our possession. Therefore say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Although I sent them far away from among the nations and scattered them among the countries, yet for a little while I have been a sanctuary for them in the countries where they have gone. Therefore say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I will gather you from the nations and bring you back from the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you back the land of Israel again. They will return to it and remove all its vile images and detestable idols. I will give them an undivided heart and put a new spirit in them. I will remove from them their hearts of stone and give them a heart of flesh. Then they will follow my decrees and be careful to keep my laws. They will be my people and I will be their God. But as for those whose hearts are devoted to their vile images and detestable idols, I will bring down on their heads what they have done, declares the sovereign Lord. Then the cherubim with the wheels beside them spread their wings, and the glory of God of Israel was above them. The glory of the Lord went up from within the city and stopped above the mountain east of it. The Spirit lifted me up and brought me to the exiles in Babylonia, in the vision given by the Spirit of God. Then the vision I had seen went up from me, and I told the exiles everything the Lord had shown me. See, so this is a vision, right? So he's actually not even talking to these guys. But, I mean, a lot of this, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the meat in the pot is all about. I don't know why he's mourning Pelatiah. Or maybe he's not. I don't know. But I mean, this right here is pretty clear. I mean, people talk about the God of the Torah being this mean, nasty God, and it's like, no. What are the laws? The laws are love, right? Give them a heart of flesh. Love. That's the law of Abraham and Moses. And Isaac and Jacob and all of them. Love. And those who do not love will be killed. I mean, that's what seems to be going on right here, definitely. But then you have the mourning of the killed, right? So I don't know. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, you are living among a rebellious people. They have eyes to see, but they do not see, and ears to hear, but they do not hear, for they are a rebellious people. Therefore, Son of man, pack your belongings for exile, and in the daytime as they watch, set out and go from where you are to another place. Perhaps they will understand, though they are a rebellious people. During the daytime, while they watch, bring out your belongings packed for exile. Then in the evening, while they watch, go out like those who go into exile. While they watch, dig through the wall and take your belongings out through it. Put them on your shoulder as they are watching and carry them out at dusk. Cover your face so that you cannot see the land. for I have made you a sign to the Israelites. So I did as commanded. During the day I brought out my things packed for exile. Then in the evening I dug through the wall with my hands. I took my belongings out at dusk, carrying them on my shoulders while they watched. In the morning the word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, did not the Israelites, that rebellious people, ask you what you are doing? Say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. This prophecy concerns the prince in Jerusalem. And all the Israelites who are there, say to them, I am assigned to you. As I have done, so it will be done to them. They will go into exile as captives. The prince among them will put his things on his shoulder at dusk and leave, and a hole will be dug in the wall for him to go through. He will cover his face so that he cannot see the land. I will spread my net for him, and he will be caught in my snare. I will bring him to Babylonia, the land of the Chaldeans, but he will not see it, and there he will die. I will scatter to the winds all those around him, his staff and all his troops. I will pursue them with drawn sword. They will know that I am the Lord, when I disperse them among the nations and scatter them through the countries. I will spare a few of them from the sword, famine, and plague, so that in the nations where they go they may acknowledge all their detestable practices. Then they will know that I am the Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, tremble as you eat your food, and shudder in fear as you drink your water. Say to the people of the land, this is what the sovereign Lord says about those living in Jerusalem and in the land of Israel. They will eat their food in anxiety and drink their water in despair, for their land will be stripped of everything in it because of the violence of all who live there. The inhabited towns will be laid waste, and the land will be desolate. Then you will know that I am the Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, what is this proverb you have in the land of Israel? The days go by and every vision comes to nothing. Say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am going to put an end to this proverb. They will no longer quote it in Israel. Say to them, the days are near when every vision will be fulfilled. For there will be no more false visions or flattering divinations among the people of Israel. But I, the Lord, will speak what I will, and it shall be fulfilled without delay. For in your days, you rebellious people, I will fulfill whatever I say, declares the Lord, sovereign Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, the Israelites are saying, the visions he sees is for many years from now, and he prophesies about the distant future. Therefore say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says, none of my words will be delayed any longer. Whatever I say will be fulfilled, declares the sovereign Lord. All right, I think we're getting done here. This was, I don't know, this was kind of a boring part. This beginning part. Didn't have that Ezekiel flair to it. Maybe he was tired this day. I don't know. But there's obviously prophecy going down here, right? There's been prophecy in the previous sections. I just didn't point it out because I don't know it all. Then the Chaldeans, right? But yeah, no, I think this is a good little section. All the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory, I would hope, right? I don't know. It being self-explanatory, it makes it not feel Ezekiel. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tired.